So you're looking ahead to 2025 and thinking about fresh starts.
Yeah.
Well, you're in luck. We're diving into India's podcast library today.
Oh, fun.
And they've got a whole stack of podcasts.
Really?
All about personal growth and well-being.
Okay.
Their 7th edition focuses on starting the new year strong.
Nice.
They've got podcasts on goals, finding your purpose, holistic healing.
Oh, that sounds interesting.
So let's see what sparks your interest.
Yeah.
Okay, first up is Flights to Fulfillment.
Flights to Fulfillment.
I know, catchy title, right?
Mm.
It's all about how success isn't a race.
Oh.
It's more like a journey,
Okay.
a flight towards fulfillment,
I like that.
right? They argue that sustainable success comes from understanding your why
Interesting.
and aligning your actions with your values. So it's not about quick wins.
Right.
It's about steady progress and real meaning.
I see.
And you know what? That totally aligns with your learning style, right?
It does.
You always emphasize a deep understanding, taking the time to really get it.
Yes.
And Flights to Fulfillment, well, they actually give you 5 steps
Oh, wow.
to help you figure out your values
5 steps.
and move forward with purpose.
Okay, I'm curious. What are those 5 steps?
Well, that's the fun part. You'll have to listen to find out.
Oh, come on.
But I will say,
Mhm.
I'm curious, are these steps focused on external achievements
Okay.
or more about internal shifts?
That's a great question.
We'll have to see what they prioritize.
Definitely.
All right, next we have holistic healing.
Oh, holistic healing is so fascinating.
Right.
It's definitely trending right now.
It isn't.
People are really interested in natural and alternative ways to feel good.
Exactly.
It just makes sense with everything we're learning
Right.
about how connected our minds and bodies are.
I know. When I hear holistic healing,
Yeah.
I'll admit, I kind of picture myself surrounded by crystals,
Uh,
chanting. But hopefully this podcast offers some practical tips too.
well, they do promise that
Oh, good.
they say they'll share practical tips for incorporating holistic healing into your life.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
I think what's really interesting, though,
What's that?
is how some alternative therapies
Right.
that used to be dismissed as out there
Yeah.
are actually being studied scientifically now.
Oh, definitely.
And some are getting validated.
It makes you wonder what else might be out there.
It does. It does.
Right.
Uh,
And I'm curious how this podcast defines natural and alternative healing.
Oh, yeah. Good.
Are they talking about specific practices or a more general approach?
That's a good question.
Something to listen for.
Okay, now for something completely different,
Okay.
optimistically.
Ooh, I like the sound of that.
Right. The title just radiates positivity.
It does.
And this one covers a wide range of topics.
Like,
Motivation, self-help, even psychology and philosophy. And get this, environmental sustainability too.
that's quite a mix.
It is, and it seems perfect for someone
Yeah,
with a curious mind
definitely.
who sees the connections between all these different parts of life.
That sounds like you.
It does a bit, doesn't it?
Mm-hmm.
I love podcasts that explore different perspectives.
Me too.
And this one seems to be all about becoming the best version of yourself.
Okay, so we've got flights, healing, optimism.
Mm-hmm.
Now, how about some sanity?
All right, bring on the sanity.
Sanity Daily offers a very interesting blend. Ancient wisdom,
Okay.
specifically the Bhagavad Gita,
Interesting.
modern entrepreneurial journeys.
Entrepreneurs.
Yeah.
Okay.
And evidence-based mental health advice.
That's an interesting mix.
It is.
I wonder if it will feel jarring to some listeners.
It might.
But you know what? I think it could actually be a strength
How so?
because it suggests this search for meaning and balance.
Yeah.
It's timeless.
Mm-hmm.
It's not limited to one specific context.
Mhm.
And Sanity Daily really emphasizes reconnecting with yourself,
That's so important.
especially these days.
I know, right?
It's so easy to get caught up in the noise
Yes.
and lose sight of what truly matters.
Absolutely.
And they offer tools to help you reconnect.
Like what?
Mindfulness, journaling, things like that.
This can be so helpful.
Totally.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, now, shifting gears a bit.
Okay.
The Mind Stories podcast.
Ooh, that sounds intriguing.
This one takes a more serious approach,
Oh,
focusing on mental health.
okay.
And it seems like they're really dedicated to creating safe spaces
I like that.
for these conversations.
Yes. Yeah.
You know, it's so
Love
important
that girl.
to be able to talk openly and honestly
Mm-hmm.
about mental health.
Without shame.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
And what I appreciate about this podcast
What's that?
is that they don't just talk about the concepts.
Mm-hmm.
They actually share real-life experiences.
Interesting.
They have interviews with people
Mm-hmm.
who've faced serious challenges, but found ways to thrive.
That's powerful.
It is.
So they're combining personal stories with practical advice.
Exactly.
And they cover a lot of ground.
They do. Grief and loss, joy and resilience.
It's really exploring the whole human experience.
It is. It is.
So you know what strikes me about all these podcasts?
Yeah.
They offer different paths
Okay.
to personal growth and well-being.
It's not a one-size-fits-all thing.
Exactly.
You have to find what resonates with you.
What supports your journey?
Exactly. So as we wrap up,
Okay.
I want you to think about which one of these podcasts
Mm-hmm.
really piqued your curiosity.
Okay.
Was it the structured approach of flights to fulfillment,
Mm.
the integrative lens of holistic healing,
Okay.
the boundless optimism of Optimistically You,
Mm-hmm.
the ancient wisdom of Sanity Daily,
All right.
or the personal stories of resilience in the Mind Stories podcast?
Ooh, so many options.
Think about what feels most aligned with where you are right now,
Mm.
your needs, your goals. And as you explore these podcasts, I want you to consider this.
Okay.
What does it really mean
Yeah.
to live a fulfilling life
Mm-hmm.
in
Right.
2025 and beyond?
I like that.
That's something to ponder.
Definitely.